Hello, welcome to today's messages. Thank you for being here. Let's tune in to the frequencies of 432 hertz. Ooh, beautiful. You know, when I first heard one of these, it immediately brought me to childhood. I giggled, tears came out of my eyes. And when I researched it, it was linked to in the 70s or the 80s. There was this weighted, I think it was like a dog, roly-poly, had like a rounded bottom and its center of gravity. So whenever you knocked it, it would kind of bob around, but it would sound like this. It had the same mechanism inside of it. So isn't it cool how some sound can bring us back to a time when we were young? I knew you when we played for fun. What song is that? We were young. I knew you more than anyone. What song is that? Oh my goodness. I'll try and find it. Okay. I hope you are doing well and that you are choosing love everywhere you go as best you can and giving yourself love whenever you don't, because there's no point in beating ourselves up about the things just course correct, right? Just change it right now into love sauce and marinate in it. I don't know. I like to marinate things, okay? Yes. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants us to talk about today. What is this? Ooh, beautiful. Obviously, it's Josephine Wall art. It's all gonna be beautiful. New ideas. Yes, and look at this peacock feather. To be seen, right? Peacocks. They open up their tail feathers and it is a sight to behold. Something about what you have to share is something to behold. A new idea. It's also a number 8, which is a beautiful number. Gorgeous. Okay. Let's see what the Arcturians want to add about these new ideas. Oh, what's this one? Boom. It's your solar panel. Your solar panel. I think this one is intention. Be intentional with your new ideas. Oh no. Be wise. It's your wisdom center. Yes. Centers you in your body. thus granting access to your inner wisdom. Yes, how do we know when we know something? Our heart, right? This is what we keep saying. It's your heart center. It's the yes and the no and the yes and the no. Start off slow, right? Until you master your heart language. What's up, buddy? Speaking of the sun, this is the sun god Scully. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. Okay, okay, come here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sneak peek. Okay. I'll put you over here. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Ochi. Ochi. Ochi, there you go. Okay. Sorry about that. He's only got 3 legs, one in the back. And my bed is like this high up off the ground. So, he can do it. He does do it. But he's happy for the lift when I can give it to him. So I do. Okay. He's the sun in my world. Okay. Yes. I've got a whole thing with the cats. It's weird. I don't know. It is what it is, right? It's energetic. But yes, I have a sun, I have the moon, and I also have the darkness now. So the moon and the darkness, they just never left. They just won't leave me alone. Well, the moon, it was this whole thing with the moon. Anyways, one day I might write a book about it because I feel like there's stuff in there. And I also had a dream before I found them. Anyways, it's this whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyways, okay. Let's get back into your internal sun power that is leading you because it's your heart, right? I always picture the heart enrobed with the flame, right? Like Jesus's heart. Like Jesus. Okay, what do we got here? Urus. Beautiful. Grounded, confident, sturdy, immovable. The bull stands strong, confident, unwavering. Something like that. Okay, Urus. Strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestation. And this is the thing, right? This standing, this holding fast until you receive, holding the frequency, holding the line, holding your belief system pattern firm and strong, right? Doubt, uncertainty, insecurity, all these things make weakness, wobbling, all the words. And so just be confident, be strong, be powerful. Okay, what does it say here? The powerful bull stands strong and unyielding, and obstacles fall away before his confidence and strength. Yes, obstacles, adversaries, right? When people start to sway you from your knowing, it starts with just are you sure? Are you sure you know? Or whatever. whatever they use to make you second guess yourself. And, we're susceptible to this because we're in self-reflection mode and we take other people's perspectives into consideration. But there's a time and a place. We are firmly standing in our knowing, regardless, right? Because we have an understanding that people are looking through their own lenses of fear, of traumas, of hurts, of pains, of wounds, right? And so they also don't have the full picture. They haven't had the experience. They don't know what you are going through unless you tell them, and you're telling them, a smidgen of the whole, because how do you put this stuff into words, right? And so now is not the time to be open to other people's perspectives, especially when it comes to what is going on with you in here, right? Only you know that, and your higher self. This is the only thing. And so they may be meaning well, they may be trying to protect you from disappointment in the future or whatever, but they are projecting their own things upon you. And so this is the time to not accept that. This is a time to stand confident and firmly in your heart space, in your knowing space. Uruz is a rune of untamed power that is neither owned nor controlled. In a reading, it brings a message of strength, courage, and overcoming all that stands in your way. A primal life force, it indicates a time of great energy and health. Business ventures and speculations are successful. There is a sudden breakthrough, even when all seems lost. Sudden or unexpected changes occur, usually for the better. Uruz represents the shaping of power and patterns and the formulation of the self. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bowl. And that ain't no bowl. Okay, where are you gonna go? Over here. There you go. Okay, let's see what happens for us when we move into the tarot world. Okay, let's do a proper shuffle here. Look at this. Queen's balance between your fire and your water, your passion and your flow. Also, this new ideas and wisdom being linked, right? Experience leads to wisdom. And so there are plenty of new ideas. It's a fertile soil for plenty new ideas because there's a certain level of understanding, which is what feeds wisdom through experience, right? And so we're able to see things from different perspectives. We're able to anticipate and apply circumstances in the past, observations, all the things that work, that didn't work, that could work if it was tweaked this way. We tried all these different ways, but we didn't try this other way, right? And this all leads to, creation, really. New ideas, being open to receiving information. That's a new idea. Instead of externally, internally. and trusting that. Going within. We got 2 4s coming out here, which is beautiful because we got the 8 here. But we've got the going within, self-reflection, and balancing of all of your states of being, right? Your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, right? Grounded, centered, focused on breath work, this quiet space, self-reflection time, so that you can sit with and see the truth. This is a good way of doing shadow work too, is this quiet space where you can actually look at reflection projections and discern what is yours and where it's coming from. Why do I do this? Why do I respond this way when why do I push somebody away when they're trying to love or help me, right? These are shadow defenses that have run rampant, that have been left unchecked. Everything began as a serving to protect. This is why it's a continuous tending. Does this serve anymore? No. Okay. Is this serving anymore? No. Okay, right? Okay. This is part of the wisdom. So we've got justice coming out here. This is the scales writing in your favor, writing right. Maybe you need to write things down. Something very powerful about that. Typing, yes, because I don't know if you can type really fast. It's good for automatic writing because then your brain is your fingers are keeping up with the thoughts that are coming out, right? But there's something about writing, the act, right? It's very creative. It's cursive. It involves physical. It involves muscle memory. And, I've noticed there's a few channelers out there and mediums who scribble, who move their pen around, and it helps them to focus. I don't know if it's the sound, if it's the movement, but there's something involved with that. So if you are feeling called to write or draw, I recommend this because this may be the pathway to a new idea, right? You might see something in the scribble. This isn't about judging yourself. You're not going into a competition. You're not comparing yourself to other people. This is about expression. And so it's best expressed unhindered. And so just allow it to be a scribble, allow it to be whatever it wants to be. Okay, so this self-tending is what is contributing to energy flow in your world. Your self-care and maintenance, right? This is being in a garden space, tending to the garden space. Excuse me. Dang it. That was going to be a sneeze. Okay. Release. How dare you? No. Okay, it's gone. Okay. So energy movement Yes, introspection. What is this? Boundaries. Definitely. Right? It's part of standing in your confidence, is not just not listening to other people who are like, are you sure? Or whatever, but also being like, if you're not going to contribute to something gorgeous, then off with ya! Off with ya! I don't know. This is part of your internal and your life thing, how you set boundaries, when you set boundaries, where you set boundaries. But set yourself up for success and apply boundaries that serve your greatest and highest, right? Okay, we've got the movement away from the trauma and the drama. Yes. Fast movement away from it. And yes, the fast movement away. And what? And alchemy. Oh, I gotcha. Yes, so you're alchemizing now. You can't take away adversary, right? The devils, the adversaric, the things that we come up against that we must overcome, that we must move past or stand firm against until they move, whatever the case may be. This is part of the living experience, which us as spiritual beings are having, right? The physical experience. You gain your power and sovereignty back when you can see them as they are. Not something that is happening to you, but something that is happening for you to create a boundary, to move away from, or to alchemize. Okay, and this is where your power is, turning that frown upside down, finding the silver lining in the storm cloud, right? That's alchemy. Taking pain, hurt, that feeling that has come inside of you and transforming it into something else through dance, through music, through movement, walking, running, singing, cleaning, creating, making music, writing, something down, whatever. Think in terms of transformation. So when you are feeling away, focus on how you can transmute this feeling instead of, why am I feeling this, right? Because when you ask why, you are giving attention to it, which is feeding it. So feed the processing, feed the overcoming, feed the moving past, right? How can I alchemize this? It's the same as, what is this teaching me? What can I take from this? Versus, why is this happening to me? Why does this always happen to me? Oh, everything happens to me, right? And then now you're a victim. Okay. Yeah, what can I do different? How can I create boundaries? How can I alchemize? Okay, so we've got more more energy, more timelines lining up to meet you where you're at. This is why you hold, this is like a holding of the frequency too. The frequency of confidence, of sureties, of knowingness, of connection, right? You're not doubting your connection. You are in it. And this creates a clear passageway, a clear channel for all the things to move, for the universe to move through you, for energy to move through you, for ideas, for downloads, for healing, for protection, for all of the things to move through you. We are conduits, tuning rods, maybe. Well, definitely, we're receiving. And then what do we do with it? If it's stuck in our body, it gets crazy and chaotic. We need to have this. This is why the grounding thing is so important, so that it's moving through, not blowing out our feet or tops of our heads, right? I went immediately to electricity, and when you create a circuit versus when there's a end to the circuit, doesn't it blow at the end? If they're not grounded. Didn't we used to do that as children when they were showing the energy circuit? Everybody would touch fingers or hold hands or something like that. And yeah, if anybody broke the connection, the one at the end got zapped or something. Maybe that's why they stopped doing it. I don't know. I can't remember. It was so long ago. Okay. So timelines are shifting to meet us where we're at. We've got old wounds that may surface, that we are looking at from a different perspective, alchemizing, releasing, forgiving, mourning, and moving away from, creating boundaries around, and finding peace within. Right? Our heart cannot function as it's meant to until we heal the wounds of it. Right? Like a furnace. It's not going to work if it's got cracks and all things that make furnaces not move properly. Maybe it's a wood stove. I don't know. Pick your analogy. But yes, and the wisdom that you gain from healing. This is your fuel, right? The fuel for your flame is all those daggers from the past, inflicted by others or self-inflicted, as we do both, right? This contributes to the wisdom. This contributes to the fertilizer in the soil, the fuel for our furnace. Okay. Is there any more cards that want to come out? That one? What is it? Oh, yeah. The devil. Okay. This is part of your strong standing, creating boundaries around the things that come up against your holding, your knowing, your confidence, your power, your strength, your connection. Everything we talked about, okay? And being able to see it from a different perspective. They are empowered by our own fears. So when you take that fear away, they just become mechanisms for our growth. And I group them all in because there's so many variations of things that come up against us internally as well as externally. I'm not going to cover all of them, so I'm not going to try. They are just that, right? Anything that we come against that blocks us, stops us, weakens us, falters us, and how they are mechanisms is they strengthen us, they redirect us, they show us what needs to be healed still, where the wounds are. All of these things. Without them, we wouldn't be wise, right? Without them, we wouldn't have fuel for our furnace. Okay. But it is about removing, it's too soon for that. It's too soon for that. Removing the power, right? Just like when it's dark, what's scary is what your mind thinks is in the dark lurking, right? And when you have your furnace burning bright and there's a dark corner, oh, it's nothing, right? There's no room for fear. You don't need it. You don't need it anymore. And when you do, it's because it's strengthening you or redirecting you into the direction that you're supposed to go, right? Okay. These guys are there's way too many. So we'll take this one that snuck out on the side here. Gnosis. Hi. It's Gnosis. I don't know how to say that. Gnosis. Okay. Gnosis. That's what we're going to call it. And it is, where is it? Innermost knowing. Get out. Mystic truths. Wow. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures, in scholarly books or library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. I mean, okay. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, and perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. That's funny. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. When in light, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When dark, over intellectualizing and literalizing and asking others. Beautiful, confirmation of gorgeousness. Those who say they know don't. Those who say they know don't. Those who say they don't know, no. Didn't we have a moment about like that earlier? Okay. This card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter, all concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. Gorgeous gnosis, that's what I'm gonna call it. Okay. It's been a couple days since we've used the kitty cards, and someone reminded me about how amazing they are. So let's get a kitty oracle to come out and bless us with their wisdom, their furry little fluffy wisdom. Yes. Hi, what are you doing? We got visits from the sun and the moon today. Ooh. She already wanted to come up here. Oh, we've got all the kitties in the world. Beautiful. We've got bliss, gratitude, and meditation. 1 second. Where'd you go? Okay. Meditation. Meet Chaitanya. One day, after a particularly deep meditation, he began to radiate and float. He loves to, simultaneously, be fully present in his body and his spirit. By simply closing his eyes and observing his breath, he is able to feel what is truly going on within himself. Beautiful. Each subtle sensation becomes vivid with its own unique texture and energy. His mind is like a wide open sky, and his thoughts are like clouds floating by. He watches them arise and dissipate without judgment. Practice with Chaitanya and watch your awareness brighten until life itself becomes a moving meditation. Look at the Chaitanya. I love a Chaitanya, actually. I love me some chutney. Okay. Gratitude. Meet Grace. She receives the gifts of the universe with open paws. When she shifts her mind to see what wonders are flowing in, the world glimmers with beauty. It is easy to focus on all those unmet desires, gone astray plans, and everything beyond the horizon of now. Let grace remind you to notice all the blessings we are receiving. What feels good? Let it in. What is making your heart sing with a quiet, momentary song? Who do you love that is with you now in spirit or right by your side? Let each thank you open your heart a little more. Beautiful. Look at her. Yes. Oh my goodness. Totes adorbs. Okay, and bliss. Meet Camellia. She is in full bloom, radiating delight. When something challenging happens, we often ask ourselves, what can we learn from this? Camellia is here to remind us not to overlook the possibilities that some of life's most poignant lessons comes from moments of ecstatic bliss. What makes your body, mind, and soul ring with joy? How can you connect to the golden thread of meaning and let it weave its way through your life? This is an invitation to embrace all that is wonderful, marvelous in your life. Let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless love of a million sunrises. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bliss and gratitude are singing the same song. Similarly, oh, we got the silver and the gold. Beautiful balancing there. Let's see. Meditation. Wow. Okay. Okay. Why don't we get a couple love messages here? Just this many. More self-care needed. Yes, because in your self-care, you are creating the energy flow, right? You are showing through example, living through example, that you are worthy of being cared for. By caring yourself, you are raising the bar on how you wish to be treated by others, as well as how you will treat others. There is a acknowledgement, a holding, a embracing, a supporting. It's a nurturing. It's a nurturing. Okay, conscious breathing. Yes, especially with meditation. Starts with your breath, focusing in on it, allowing it to be your physical visual on the energy flowing through you, right? We've got cooperative components working in your favor. This is where you don't need to worry about things. No worrying. Hakuna Matata, right? This is the faith, the trust that your resonance brings things to you, opportunities, people. Yes, you have to go out, you have to meet, you have to engage. If you are someone who goes out but has their head down, focused on the task at hand, I got to go into the grocery store, I got to grab these things, go in, go out, get out of there, get home. Okay, I'm talking from experience. And then when you're home, you're like, oh, wait, I think there was somebody that was attractive there that I didn't really look at or anything. Oh, right. We have to be open to receive. This is the collaboration. Meet you halfway, right? Okay. And forest time. Yeah. I mean, get out and do it. We keep saying it, but like, do it this time. Yes. Okay, I will then. Fine. Yes, I will then. Fine. There is untapped healing and resonance in the forest. So if you've got one, if you're close to one, if you can get to one, do this for your heart. Okay? And your mind and your body and your soul. What? Okay, just got a couple of charms today. There's this gorgeous reading. Okay, what do we got? Look at this. Yes, you have transformed into someone able to alchemize everything that comes towards you, no matter what it looks like. You can turn it into fuel for your machine. Okay. We've got this oak tree. This could be the tree that you lean upon to look within. This is also could be you that is growing into one stable, sturdy, connected, and grounded, which, that is the goal, I think. And then we've got Jesus, okay, holding space like Jesus. 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 Held firm, confident. Now, this isn't meant to dissuade you because he did get, hammered to a cross because of his unwielding, yielding confidence in his truth. But we are living in a time now where it is safer to. So do it. And then we've got your balancing. There's your wisdom, right? Your connecting of your inner child with your inner mentor, with your inner wise one. Right? What? Hi. And Mims says meow. Oh, and the last one here is a wish coming true. Okay, that's part of this balancing of the scales in your favor. It's got the little moon in it, which I feel like is your intuition telling you that it is coming, that it is yours, that it is here, that it is. So trust it. Trust your inner knowing. Okay? That is what I have for you today. Love and appreciate you. Look at all these gorgeous cards. Okay, yes. Let the new ideas flow freely through you as you receive and feel what feels right, right? And go for it. Okay, love and appreciate you. See you next time in another reading. Okay, bye for now.